Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Crusader Kings 2 Fall of the Western Roman Empire campaign. In case it wasn't obvious, we are continuing on past episode 50, but even though we are still going, don't forget to keep showing your love for this series so that I know it's worth keeping around, because again, I don't want to be playing stuff if nobody's watching it or nobody's enjoying it, and the only way I can know that is if you let me know with likes and comments and views, of course. So keep those coming, and I'll keep the videos coming, and hopefully keep this empire growing. I feel like every time I start the episode I have to pan out a little bit further to get the whole thing in the shot. But anyways, there's a lot of places for us to conquer moving forward, and we'll have to choose one of those today. The Visigoths are, I think, pretty ripe for the taking. The only unfortunate part about that is I believe with their current war, it's going to be hard excuse me, hard for us to take a large chunk of territory, or at least as large as we could have. Actually, no, we can get those 4, which is actually a pretty large slice of their kingdom. That would give us the capital, but unfortunately that's not contiguous, and I'm not a fan of that. It also looks like we're losing out on this one by doing it now. I'm pretty sure we would get that, assuming it was theirs and not part of this rebel faction. So if we went after them, it would be that one for now, and then probably this one after. I guess it wouldn't matter at that point. Either way would work. These guys are part of that faction, so we should let that war end before we decide to do anything about it. There's also stuff up here that we could be conquering. This guy has united quite a bit of that territory under his banner, so we can essentially take his entire kingdom in one war. And that would be certainly interesting. My only concern here is it's very hard for me to get troops out there. But it looks like they're pretty decimated. This army here is only 1,000 men, and they don't seem to be fighting back against it. So maybe that would be a good idea. We, of course, can go out to war with the Burgundians as well. And I think that's probably what we'll do today first, because this is just kind of a no-brainer. It's right there. We'll bring it into our empire, and then we'll figure out where we want to go from there. And then obviously the east is still vexing us. We cannot do anything other than claim Thrace, so we'll have to continue to wait there. And somebody did bring up a good point about Illyricum. They obviously have no interest in allying with us, even though our daughter is the queen. Our son-in-law just has no interest in an alliance. And so, depending on what happens there, we'll have to come to a decision on what we do. We can't declare war on them because we have a non-aggression pact through the marriage. If he dies, his sister becomes the ruler, however, and we won't have a non-aggression pact with her. If they have a child, which, I mean, they're both pretty young, so there's still plenty of time, the child will be of his dynasty, but still very closely related to not only us, but our heir. And so the child might be more open to either an alliance or joining us through diplomatic means. So we'll have to kind of wait and see on that one. But it is an interesting little piece of the puzzle there, because it does sort of fall right in between both empires, and it is a pretty significant chunk of land. So we will have to keep an eye on that. Right, so before we even start the clock, let's declare this war. We'll give him one last chance. No, he's just not having it. So there it is, and I'll call in my allies to the north there. I'm not going to bother with the other one because it takes them so long to get over there. It's just not worth it. And then I will call in my troops, at least my troops in Italy, and then the legions. So we'll raise both of those. Everything else up here, I'm just gonna, well, no, you guys are right there, but we can probably get them there too. Let's just use all of our troops. So if you guys could all meet in one place, and we could get some ships to ferry you closer. Really, 4? Is that all we can do? 8. It's probably still not enough. Oh, that's gray. I couldn't see it behind my microphone. I was just assuming. So all the ships need to meet there. I think that'll be enough. You guys get on your boat, and we'll deliver you... Just there's fine, I guess. Now, the real trick is getting enough ships for this force here. It's going to need to be quite a few. Luckily, we have so many ships in Rome that we don't need that many more. That actually might be... No, that won't be enough. It's like 65. We need to do a little bit better than that. I think you have quite a few ships, right? I think that will be enough. So these ships will deliver our main force to probably here, and then we'll just march them the rest of the way. And you guys will wait for the Venetian troops. Okay, off we go. Actually, before we get too much into that, I was looking through something before we started. So you may recall our daughter, Princess Dominica, is a monk, but she had a bastard child. We don't know who the father is, so we decided to just take him into our care. But I do want to set him up as sort of a powerful dynasty, like an offshoot dynasty within our empire. Not for the, you know, imperial throne, obviously, but we'll maybe try to set him up with a diocese, which is equivalent to a kingdom. And so I was looking at betrothal options, and there's quite a few good ones. I was especially interested in this Ingrid here because she's quick. And so at 1 year old, she's actually, you know, better than a lot of the alternatives here. And I've been doing similar cherry picking for, you know, my other marriages and stuff. And so if we could have both dynasties, like, very intelligent, that would be great. And because he's a bastard, there's not a lot to be gained from any of these marriages. Some of them have claims, but most of them are on, you know, pretty far off places that we don't really have any interest in. Actually, she's got a decent claim on Moesia Secunda. Axum. That's one of the larger empires on the map. But because she's also a bastard, it would be pretty hard to press that claim, I would wager. So yeah, we'll just go with... We'll go with traits, as I so often do. So we'll set that betrothal up now. And then we'll get back to our war. Okay, let's see. He's going to refuse to convert. Okay. Is there nothing else we can do about that? I'll deal with it later, but I'll probably forget. So, make sure to remind me if I don't. Okay, so this guy's going to convert at least. But he was part of my court. He really didn't have a choice. I think I needed to appoint him some land as well, if I remember right. He's going to accept. We'll remember that in the future. Why is it not letting me select these? There we go. Okay, we have just enough ships to get our forces over there, so we'll deliver them. Wonder if that's maybe better. No, because they still have to walk through here, don't they? So yeah, deliver them there. You guys, let's meet here. I'm worried that they're gonna... Actually, they can't attack you from there, can they? No, they have to go around. So go here. You'll be fine. Disband. And let's see. We're still waiting on some of these clowns over here. Okay. If you could hustle up, that would be great. God, why is the rubber band selection being so picky today? Okay. Merge. In boat. Go here. And they're going to join this group, while the main force that just landed is going to attack from this direction. And we don't need these boats anymore. So you can go home. Okay. Come on. Oh, I had it selected. God, fine, I'll just click it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Not pleased with it, though. Okay, so let's maybe march... No, I'll wait for the other force, because they could get the jump on us, potentially. Faction disbanded, that's nice. Okay, let's see. I'll go for the capital and see what they decide to do. Is there enough supply limit there to support us? There is. Good. I mean, either way, we'll outnumber them. Good, you're converting more people. That's your job. What else did you do? You sowed distrust between somebody and the governor. Okay, well, we need them to revolt against the emperor, not a governor. So, see what comes of that, but I don't think it'll be anything important. Okay. You guys merge. Go deal with them. I'll let this force assault this holding as soon as it's able. Couple days and we're good to go. I have no idea who that is that just had a daughter. No idea at all. Let's see. We took a couple people captive. Are you worthy of a ransom? 10 gold? Sure, whatever. None of these other people are really of any importance. Okay, we'll just keep assaulting the holdings there. A large merchant caravan from distant lands has arrived at the gates of your stronghold. Their leader, a jovial man of massive girth, pleads with you in a strange accent to grant them shelter from the elements for the night. Very well. Okay, there's another victory. As evening falls, the fat merchant sits by the fire and regales you and the rest of the court with stories of his travels. His appetite seems insatiable, but as you do not wish to prove a poor host, you order your servants to bring in a second serving. Dawn breaks and the caravan prepares to move on. The merchant insists on leaving you a gift as thanks for your great hospitality. He shouts a terse command in a foreign language, and a young man comes forward. This eunuch will serve you well, the merchant says. His loyalty to you, his new master, shall be beyond reproach. So, we have... His name would be Jordanes, but in Latin, I believe I and J were interchangeable. You'll see examples of like Justin, but it's spelled with an I instead of a J. Or, you know, Justinian, but it's spelled with an I. So he's a eunuch, master schemer, amateurish plotter. Not a great character, but not a terrible one. I'll accept the gift. Why not? Not much to be done with him, though. Okay, let's see. He's going to pay that ransom. Great. Can you guys assault the holding there? Go ahead and do it. Right, on to the next settlement, I suppose. Unless this victory here gives us the remaining war score we need. No. We'll ransom him. 25, good enough. Continue to pursue them. Cool, recruitment drive. That's always nice. Especially when we're at war and we actively need to replace stuff. Whoa, somebody's trying to fabricate a claim? I don't think so, buddy. Can I imprison him? Who are you? He is a prefect in Narbonnesis. Let's try to imprison him and see what happens. He's fled, okay. So who holds this now? His son? Yeah. Let him cower in fear. So we forced him to abdicate. I didn't really want to do that necessarily. I didn't have a problem with him personally. I just don't like that he's trying to fabricate claims. Let's see. Yeah, and she's one of my most loyal vassals too. Not gonna have that. That's funny, we actually beat them there. Okay. Any little victory should do it at this point. While talking with you one day, a servant asks why you need to have Jews at your court. Surely, he says, you are aware of the danger of these terrible people. We shouldn't be keeping them here. Let's see. Yeah. I don't really like his tone there. We need to educate people no matter what. So that gives me 5 prestige, but that's a very small drop in a very large bucket. Don't disrespect any of my subjects. Yeah, I like that. I'd like to be patient if I could. I don't think we got either. Oh, maybe we did get patient. Interesting. What in the hell just happened down here? So, we, in the last episode, well, one episode prior to that, this count whatever, G question mark T question mark G question mark, it's probably a vowel with like an accent mark over it, but for whatever reason it's not showing up. Anyway, we made him prefect of Belgrade so that we could press his claim on Moesia Superior against his brother. And then some stuff happened. His brother ended up with like several territories within that area, and there wasn't really anything we could do about it. And so the brother went ahead and usurped the title from the guy that we appointed. But they're still within our kingdom, so I don't know that I care. Although I don't particularly like that he has so much territory. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Belgrade really should be the capital there, though. It is the most, it is the largest territory and probably the most prosperous. No, actually his is. It's up there, though. Okay, can you assault that yet? Yes, you can. Go ahead and do it, please. And I would wager that will be enough. Oh, 99%. Come on. Well, that victory will probably do it then. There it is. Alright, that war is over. We'll enforce our demands. He will join us as a governor. Now, he's going to hate our guts. So, what we'll try to do is maneuver him out of this position. And the easiest way to do that is probably just to kill him. Because we are his heir right now. So, what does... Oh, wow, 402%. Well, that's pretty easy then. Okay. Yeah, we'll get rid of him. Okay. I wonder if he needed to form a faction to do that. Well, no, because the faction disbanded, so I would assume that means it didn't become necessary. So we'll try to get rid of him through assassination. I'll just auto-invite. Let's see if there's anybody with like massive plot power that we need to pay off. Unless it's well into the double digits, I'm not going to bother, because 400% is already pretty insane. 13 is not bad. How much do you want? 19 gold? That's nothing. Okay. Oh, some big numbers here too. No. Yeah, right, buddy. 15. There we go. 12 there. What is his opinion of me? Because he didn't like me much in the past. Sure, why not? He does hold territory, so I should probably keep him on our... or stay on his good side, and money will certainly help with that. Okay, so he should be assassinated relatively soon. And then we will inherit it. We can pass off the territory to whoever we like. It looks like we'll get both of those. That's handy. Is there... let's see. I'd like to look at this. Who holds that? He does. Okay. And then the title below it is... oh, that's the one I clicked. Okay. What about this one? Does anybody hold that? I do, apparently. I guess through that war, yeah, I claimed it. So I'll appoint somebody of that. Or for that. I don't know who, to be honest. But I'm worried I'm holding too many dioceses at this point. People might start disliking me for that. Okay, and then if I'm not mistaken, there was like territory around here I needed to give away. Maybe not. I don't remember why. I thought I had that guy converted for a reason. I mean, obviously it would need to happen regardless, but I thought I did it because I was priming him to take an appointment. And it's looking now like that wasn't the case. Where's that neckbeard at? There he is. He's Burgundian. Well, that's handy, because I'm about to have some territory free in Burgundia. I don't think I'm going to make him a king, though. Although, he's of the Augustine line. That is a pretty kingly sounding dynasty, especially for a Roman Empire. So maybe I will. Maybe I will. Dangerous factions, huh? Oh yeah, look at you. Can I bribe you? No. Why do you have to be such a pain, dude? Let's investigate what we can do about this guy, because he is a real problem. There's actually quite a good chance that we could assassinate him. And that would be probably the best way to go about it, because anything else that would allow us to revoke his title would almost certainly draw a lot of his friends into a civil war against us. So as long as we can assassinate him and not have anybody find out that we did it, the son will inherit, and the son really shouldn't be a problem. I mean, he's not... Interesting. A lot of lefties in this family. Are you lefty? No. Is the mother lefty? Oh, she is. I guess they're inheriting that from the mother. But yeah, we'll need to assassinate this guy ASAP, which it should happen any second now. And then we'll have to go after the other guy. But 235 plot power is pretty solid. Oh, nice. We're gonna ambush him disguised as highwaymen. Okay. Make it happen. Do not fail me. Interesting. So, to the clever genius... Wow, you're really sucking up here, buddy. We request that you honor your obligation and answer this call to arms against... I don't know who that is. Oh, wow, you picked a pretty large enemy there. Declining would cost us 0 prestige. If we accept, we will be part of the Apulum invasion of Dacia. Hold on, so who's the aggressor here? You're attacking. I'll accept, but I'm probably not going to actually do anything about it. I'm just worried... If I decline, I don't want to break our agreement, because these guys are incredibly useful. So I'll accept, but again, I'm not going to act on it. I think they're probably able to handle that themselves. Otherwise, I hope they wouldn't have declared a war if they couldn't. So what title did you just take? Oh, right. It's doing this again. So what did you have a claim on? Oh, fantastic. So there's like no way I can track that from your end. I assume it's this. So he took that, I guess. I don't know why he would do that. Maybe this guy did something. No idea. No idea whatsoever. But yeah, I'm going to let them handle it themselves. I'm not interested in moving up there. That reminds me, actually. I don't need to necessarily pause to do this, but where are you at? I don't know where that is. I wish I could, like, click on him to find him. What just happened here? Oh, we were successful. Okay, so mercenaries ambushed the carriage. They let the driver go, and he is convinced the attack was carried out by highwaymen. Perfect. Oh, those nasty bandits. We've inherited the province of blah 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 from Governor Childrick. Okay. So he's dead. We've taken that title. Faction he was leading disbanded. Now that gives us both of these. We just got ourselves a new Burgundian court member. So I'm going to appoint him in charge of whatever that says. So grant landed title, prefecture of... Yeah, perfect. There you go. I'm going to hold off on this one. I don't know who I want to give it to yet. But I could potentially give it to this guy and then make him king. I'm actually curious, am I taking any penalties? Too many held duchies. So, yeah, I do need to give that away soon because that's going to be hurting me across the entire faction. Right, so who is the other guy? I always forget. Here, right? Yeah. So, we want to plot to kill him. Our plot power went down a bit. We'll invite everybody, but let's see if, again, there's anybody that we can pay off to join. Because 212 is good, but it's not great. How much do you want? You're killing me, but fine. 9%? That's better. I've got money to burn, so I'm going to pay off anybody I can just to make this happen. Because it needs to happen. Otherwise, we're looking at another civil war. Sure, sure. Hope none of these people blab. If they do, it's not going to go over well. Oh god, 60 gold for 10%. Scalper here. There we go, 15, that's the minimum. Anybody else? Take 9 for 22, that's not terrible. I think that's basically everybody. Oh, maybe not. So we get to the bottom, it looks like there's more people. 50 gold, whatever. How much do you want? 50 again? Jesus. Did I invite you? There we go. We'll see what we end up with here. I would wager we're going to be over 300%. Because we've invited quite a few people that weren't part of the original estimate. Okay. There we go. Oh, I've still got prisoners. Sure. Anybody that's able to be ransomed, ransom them. Okay. And who the heck are you? You're an old woman. I don't see any reason to keep you. And who's the last one? Is it this guy? Great. I'll have to wait and see who's still left. Okay, so now we wait out that assassination, I guess. And pray that that's enough to destroy his faction. Factions, I guess I should say. He's got, what, 2? One of which is a major, major threat. Okay. She came of age. We'll have to marry her to somebody. We've got raiders. I can call up a decent amount of troops right here, can't I? Yeah, that'll be enough. Somebody's left my court. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So all that's out of the way. So who's left? I honestly don't. I think he paid his own ransom, so I'm just going to let you go. You can't afford your own ransom. Well, I'm just going to keep you then. We'll wait until he can. How about that? Oh no. I probably should have jumped on this. It looks like the, whatever faction this is really taking it to them. Yeah, I might have been a little slow to capitalize on that. Okay. Wait, my co-conspirator has procured a poisonous viper. Cool, make it happen. The guy looks identical to the guy that we just assassinated. Let's see. Okay. A daughter was born to Prince Marcus Salvarius and Princess Yasmin. Let's see. I like Petronia, but she needs... I'm going with 3 names for all of our Romans now. We're going back to the old way. We could just keep Salvarius. Petronia, Salvarius, Nepos. I'd like some reference to her mother, but it's hard because her mother is not Roman and therefore has maybe Gasanius, something like that. Gasanius. How do I spell that? Gasanius, is that right? Sure, I'm gonna go with it. That's not historical at all, but I'm trying to make something happen here. So Petronia Gasanius Nepos, just as a reference to her mother, who is a princess for the Gassanid kingdom, which is a fairly powerful faction. So there we go. And you guys have 3 children now. 2 sons, one of which is a genius, the other is not, unfortunately. Ooh, that reminds me, we should be probably mentoring this kid already. So I'm going to assign a guardian. I don't know why that took me so long. I forget what our main skill is. There we go. Okay. So until his father becomes emperor, we're going to look over him, watch over him, something like that. And I suppose I'll end the episode there. So, a lot going on here. Apparently, we're about to assassinate this guy with a viper. As long as nobody can trace it back to us, his son will inherit, and the son is somewhat favorable to us, more so than him, anyway. And that should, I hope, disband this faction. And, I mean, it would definitely disband this one because he's the only member. But we still have 2 other factions that are a bit of a concern, so we'll have to deal with those as well. Would a bribe be enough to... No. What about for you? Throw some money his way and see if that faction goes away. It's likely it won't, but we'll try it. And then we still have this guy, who is... Oh, that's new, I think. He is an issue, however, so we'll need to be rid of him. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some not Kingdom Come Deliverance, some Crusader Kings 2 with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.